Yeah, you know what time it is? Skol Gang, 365, let's go! Hosted by D-Roy, we run this town. Minneapolis vibe, ain't no backing down. Step in the zone where the energy's live. Skol Gang representing, we ready to thrive. With Colin by my side, we dropping the facts. No cap in our game, you know we never relax. From the north to the south, we spreading the word. Viking news, rumors, everything heard. Got the purple pride, yeah we wear it bold. In the rap game, man, we breaking the mold. Fuck the Bears, fuck the Lions, fuck the Packers too, we keep on rising. Skol Gang is here, yeah we staying true. Get all your Viking news and rumors here first. Crew, streets of Minneapolis, we making it clear. D-Roy.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What is going on? Welcome to Skol Gang 365. Well, Viking fans, we're going overseas. Oh, still over there in London. Facing the Browns. It's going to be an early game again. It's going to be around 8:30 in the morning, Central Standard Time. Quite honestly, looking at it, feels like a trap game. Not really excited for it because offensive line looks like shit. Already 4 or so games in. Injuries piling up. Ryan Kelly got put on IR. That's gonna hurt, knowing that we gave him $18 million and for him to be here, and he's had multiple concussions now. So I don't know if the Vikings decide that they're gonna bring in a veteran, make a trade. Something's got to happen, especially at center. But also, this goes to tell you that, things need to change this offseason. Obviously, I think we need to go out and get a true backup. Not liking this with Carson Wentz. We need to draft O-line. Yeah. Things need to change with this team. No reason why team that had a stellar offseason, put together a great roster on paper, is out here looking like the Giants, how they were last year. I mean, bright side is our defense is great. I still think that we need to draft another linebacker. Cashman's another one. Can't stay healthy. So I'm just sick of all the injuries. I'm over it. The moment I think, we're gonna be healthy, all our guys are gonna be together, something happens. This offseason, I was really excited for McCarthy. It's like, man, we went out, got him the offensive line. He's gonna have the time in the pocket. He's gonna have the protection. Nope. Also, didn't help that we didn't have Darisaw. That doesn't help. Now, O'Neal's having issues too. Aaron Jones, another one's having issues. I just, I don't understand it. I mean, not having a lot of draft picks. I think that you can also factor that in too. Um, this coming up draft, we're gonna have more draft picks. Depends on if we trade any of those picks, trying to duct tape this offensive line. But I don't know. Just really frustrating knowing that we have a good team, good enough to win ball games, and we're losing. I mean, Atlanta, to me, that that to me was a shocker. It was embarrassing. So that to me was a shocker. Um, and then now, losing in Dublin to the Steelers. There's no reason why we don't play football in the first three quarters and not wait until fourth quarter to start playing football. There's no reason for that. Should be playing football all four quarters, not just three. So hopefully this game goes better for us going into the bye week. Bye week's gonna help a little bit, but I mean seriously, no O'Neal, no Kelly. Uh, I don't know what O'Connell's plan is, but something needs to change. A lot of these stupid plays that aren't working need to go away. We need to get back to the fundamentals of this offense. We need to we need to be able to throw the ball, get the ball to Jefferson. We need to be able to get the ball to Addison. Um, Not having offensive linemen takes away from what T.J. Hawkinson can do in this offense. So instead of utilizing him in the pass game, he's having to go in and chip and help block just so the quarterback can have time to throw the ball. I mean, uh, I just lost for words. And I had high hopes of 10, 11 wins, which is still very well possible. but having a O line that's been terrible, I don't know if you can exactly say 10 to 11 wins with this team. We got a lot. We got a lot of hard. We got a lot harder opponents coming up too. Still got Philadelphia. Still got the Commanders. We got Dallas. We got Green Bay. We got Detroit. We got Chicago again. Got the Chargers. Baltimore. I don't know. Baltimore. That looks winnable. Got Seattle. Giants. I'll say that. I'd say with the games coming up, this Browns game should be winnable. The Ravens should be with the way they're playing. I think our defense could capitalize on them getting turnovers. Um, Divisional games, they can go like rivalry games. They can go either way, but Seattle, I think that'd be like a maybe. Um, Dallas, it's plausible, but it's just irritating. I mean, we show up in the fourth quarter against the Bears on Monday Night Football. You know, barely get out of there, and then home opener, shit the bed with Atlanta. Uh, Beat Cincinnati, and then go into Dublin and lay an egg. And then now another early game, and I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping we go out there, cause a lot of turnovers. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. But with the quarterback barely having any time whatsoever, I don't know. I don't know what kind of game Addison and Jefferson are gonna have. I mean, it's gonna help having CJ Ham having him back. That's really gonna help. But game planning needs to be better. Honestly, I mean, I thought this whole, going one and done in the playoffs. I thought this crap was over once Zimmer left. So I like O'Connell, but just being coach of the year and getting into the playoffs, me being a Viking fan, that's not enough for me. I've seen it. It's not enough. You know, getting to the wild card, not enough. Getting to the divisional round, not enough to me. Getting to the NFC Championship, not enough. Seeing this team get to the NFC Championship game, also seen this team either get destroyed or lay an absolute egg. So things definitely need to change. Things also need to get better. But the most exciting part this season alone has been the secret weapon on our defense, which has been quiet, but I mean it did come out against the Bengals, so I'm looking to see if it's not just a one game ordeal, which is Isaiah Rodgers. I love the game that he had. Um, Phenomenal athlete, good corner. I'm looking to see more out of him. I just don't want that Bengals game just to be like the only game that he shines in. What's up, Matt?
What up?
I don't know. I'm not looking forward to waking up early and fucking that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, at least we have the week of adjusting and they have the jet lag, so maybe that'll work in our favor. But
The thing that scares me the most about this season is the offensive line.
yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Seeing Brandell at the starting center spot is it's not great. So
So I mean, who are they going to pitch over at guard if there's no Donovan Jackson?
but some guy named Hubert or something like that. I didn't know he was on the damn team. Got School still at right tackle. It's just yikes. At least we got Darisaw and Fries, but my God, they can only do so much. So, but CJ Ham's back. He's a good blocker.
Yeah.
Oliver's going to have to obviously be used a
Hopefully,
lot in blocking.
yeah. Hopefully now that we got CJ Ham back, hopefully Hawkinson can do what he's supposed to be doing.
Right. Yeah, I'm
But
going to have to use a
also,
lot of Oliver, a lot of Ham.
I mean, at the same time, this is gonna really hurt the passing game. Like a quarterback doesn't have enough time, and it's gonna be a
Yeah.
train wreck. Especially
Well, I mean,
especially given especially given their pass rush with Miles Garrett and shit.
Yeah. I mean, he's banged up. Newsom's banged up, so maybe we can kind of slice and dice with Addison and Hawkinson and just have long extended drives, keep the ball out of Cleveland's hands, just keep it low scoring, and so
You know
I would say it's going
what
to be like a four. What's that?
what would really make my day is if they said that Wentz will not be starting and then it's Brosmer. I mean, Brosmer, like he for some reason he can get the ball out quicker than fucking Wentz.
Yeah,
Wentz,
yeah,
he just stands there and it's like deer in the headlights.
yeah. The only time we saw Rosemer was the fourth quarter of the Bengals game, and even then, he was.
Yeah,
There was a lot of drops, to be fair, but like I wouldn't want to see him versus a good defense for 4 quarters.
yeah,
So I don't know. I mean, Wentz had a really good second half against the Steelers. He finished like 350 yards, had 2 touchdowns. That second JJ Watt pick was a tip pass. Like I don't know. He had not a great game, but he was serviceable, and the Steelers defense is decent. So we'll see.
or maybe Aaron Rodgers just needs to give Wentz some of that salt he was sniffing. I mean,
Yeah.
dude comes off from talking on the sidelines with Mike Tomlin, walking out, fucking sniffing the salt, and then fucking 80-yard piss missile to Metcalf.
Percasalts.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, I mean, I called that last week when we did our like keys to the V or whatever. I said that we don't have a corner big enough to stop DK Metcalf. Like all we have as far as size is Akuda, and he's just not good. And sure as shit, Metcalf just kind of tossed us and made us look silly. But what really disappointed me was how shitty our run defense looked against fucking Gainwell.
Yeah.
That was unacceptable.
Also with Okuda, I don't know who on the defense is talking to this dude, but he needs to be like turned around facing the ball. Like, dude, play the fucking ball, man.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of being turned around, people need to give Addison a break for not getting a touchdown on that pass because he literally had to turn to
Yeah.
catch the ball. That was not in stride at all.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost like with Justin Jefferson, like when he had that one catch where he was trying to run, get into the end zone, and he fell short. I mean,
Right.
shit happens.
Yeah. I need to start seeing more out of Mason. I mean, granted, our O line is banged up as shit, but he had a really good game week 3. But I mean, last week he had what, like 55, 56 yards or something like that, less than 4 yards a
Yeah,
carry. Just fucking,
but
we need something,
I
man.
think having Ham's gonna help.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked what I saw out of Xavier Scott. He was a good
Yeah,
secondary, good receiving back. But yeah, there's not a lot to, like Grenard said. He's like, it doesn't matter if we're facing Dylan Gabriel or whatnot. Like we're coming off an L. We can't look at anybody and be like, oh, this should be an easy game. Like I'm not looking forward to tomorrow at all.
I'm not either.
So it sucks. It was all 3 weeks ago talking about like, oh, we're gonna go 2-0 in Europe, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna be 3-1. We're gonna have a bye week, and we're gonna play the Eagles. Yeah, no, like if we could sneak out of there with a win tomorrow, and just hopefully get fucking Donovan Jackson back, maybe Van Ginkel back after the bye, and at least try to do something with Philly. Then a short week versus the Chargers. It's brutal.
Yeah, I mean, going in through the off season, I was like all happy. I was like, man, now good old line shouldn't be any issues. And then like once the season hits, fucking O line completely fucking banged up, except Fries, and then
Yeah.
Aaron Jones keeps
IR,
banged up.
right? Well, now the reports coming out that McCarthy's ankle might be worse than expected. It's looking like 4 to 6 weeks versus 2 to 4 weeks. But that's also Diana Rossini, and who knows if she knows what the fuck she's talking about. So
Right.
I don't know. I think he'll be back by the Chargers game.
Hopefully he can beat his old coach.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we see what he can do with this team when it's healthy. Like when he had protection in the first game with Chicago, he had 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. We won, and then game two, when we did have decent protection, he was like 8 of 13 for 118 yards before shit really hit the fan and it went downhill. Like he's shown he can make plays when it's a functioning offense, and his defense can, I don't know, give him some field position. But yeah, he's not at the point where he can carry this team quite yet.
Right.
But he's got Addison, his number one target in offseason. We haven't seen that yet, so maybe that'll create some spark on offense.
I want to see some Brosmer and Jefferson, some Brosmer and Addison.
It's just the Brosmer wagon.
Dude. He's too accurate just to be sitting on the bench, man.
Yeah. But imagine Shedeur Sanders if Max Brosmer's getting starting action in the game before him.
Oh my god. I think at that point he'd demand to get traded. Just send me down to the Dolphins.
No, send me to the Ravens. Lamar's hurt. Let me play. Yeah, I mean, Gainwell's at least a serviceable running back. Like he had, I think, like 1,100 yards last year. This
Yeah.
Judkins guy, he looks like a good goal line running back, but as far as like just being a bell cow, he doesn't really scare me. So Cleveland's run game, not super worried about. Our run defense is average, depending on how they want to play. Dylan Gabriel's a rookie. They don't. I mean, the receivers are okay. Offensively, it's probably a wash. It's really going to be a battle of whose defense. I don't know. I think Eric was saying earlier he expects our defense to hopefully get a score.
I was watching a little bit of the Gophers game before jumping on
Ugh.
here, and I'm like having flashbacks of the fucking Atlanta game. Fucking, I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, the first quarter was fun. Gophers got that field goal drive. Actually, it looked like a confident passing attack, and then we held them to a 53-yarder. They missed it. It's like, okay. And then just touchdown. And then it's 21-3 at the half. So, yeah, not I mean, it is the number one team in the country. I said it was going to be 43-10. I'd be happy to even get a touchdown, so we'll see if we can even score. But
I mean, I'd be lucky if we get like 10 to 13 points at
I
minimum.
mean, a team hasn't even put up over 10 on them yet this season.
Right.
So,
Kind of hoping
yeah.
be that
I
first
mean,
game.
well, they said the stat going into the game is on 3rd and 6 or longer. They've only allowed one conversion on 3rd and 6 or more. Insane.
But I mean, also PJ Fleck.
Hey, yeah. I mean, they fired Rocco finally, so maybe Fleck is next. We'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, they just gave that dude an extension. Fleck.
I mean, they gave Rocco a 1-year extension back in like July.
Wonder how much money they pissed away on that.
I don't know. It was just a 1-year extension, so not a ton, but
Oh, he gets canned, and then they still owe him the money.
yeah, must be a pretty sweet gig. But yeah, I'm looking forward to UFC pay-per-view tonight.
Yeah,
Couldn't tell you who.
hopefully this game tomorrow go accordingly.
Yeah,
I just want to see more out of like the first half than what we've been seeing.
yeah. I mean, again, kind of we were talking earlier, the offense that KOC has brought up for this team is a lot of obviously like long developing plays, a lot of play action, and obviously with our O line not being able to block, that's not working. So how quickly can you retool the offense to be just these quick daggers to just get the ball out? And I mean, hopefully they've been working out the last couple of weeks, knowing that we're not going to have that protection here for a while. Because I mean, they just put Kelly on IR, so he's out a minimum 4 weeks.
I think they're gonna have to go away from play action with the O line like this.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, how quickly can they essentially give Wentz 20 or 30 new plays of like, okay, here's what our offense is going to look like going forward, and like, what's that going to do for Jefferson, and what's that going to do for Addison? Obviously, like, we can't just have them stretch the field and expect them to be these giant playmakers.
Right.
I mean, we've never also seen this combination of O line. Maybe some fucking how this O line comes out tomorrow, and it's like, oh my god, how the hell did Brando play good at center? Oh, this guy again, huh? Is that a copy paste from last week? I'm pretty sure I saw the same exact shit.
He
Just got
says
him in
he says it on every show.
he just has a little file, just drag and drop these bullshit. Motown. I will say congrats to the Tigers.
I mean, the Lions got the Bengals, so I mean, shouldn't be hard for them.
Right. I got Jared Goff started. That's an obvious.
Yeah, I got Brian Branch, one of my fantasy leagues starting.
Yeah, I went up against McCaffrey Thursday night, but I also had Kyron Williams, so that was nice. That's the problem. Big whoop, want to fight about it?
Calling card. I mean, you're acting like you're Batman. only Batman's got the calling card, dude.
Got Edward Nigma over here. Who does Chicago play tomorrow? Are they? I know the Packers are on a bye week.
Look. Berenstein Bears. They're on a bye week.
Bears are on a bye too?
Yeah.
Shit. Whole division's not early buys.
But as soon as they come off the bye week, week 6, they're on Monday Night Football with the Commanders at Washington.
Fucking Scary Terry's been such a disappointment. Granted, he's been out the last 2 weeks. He's out this week again. But
dude, I had to drop him from fantasy. I was like, what the fuck?
I dropped Brian Thomas. Yeah.
Scary Terry, fucking disappointment.
Yeah. Jaden Daniels is back this week at least, but my God.
Joe Burrow, one of my leagues, had to put him on IR. That was a fucking disappointment.
Yeah, the only major injury I've had on my team so far is Reed. So, yeah, no, Brian Thomas.
And then Lamar Jackson, one of my leagues.
He might be back in like 2 weeks. I don't think he'll be out for super long.
But I usually draft good backups anyway. So I got like Drake May in one of them, and then I got Baker in another.
Yeah,
serviceable.
My 2 quarterbacks in one league are Mahomes and Jordan Love, and my other league is Goff and Penix.
Yeah, I've been rolling with in one league. I got in the NFL league, I got Mahomes, and I got May, and then in one of the ESPN ones, I got Lamar Jackson, I got Baker, then I got May as the offensive player.
Kind of like a super flex deal.
And then in the normal ESPN one, I got Burrow.
Oof.
Yeah, I had to put him on IR, so Drake May.
So speaking of Burrow, something I kind of brought up earlier is like if you go in some Viking group chats or if you go on some Viking fan pages or you look on X, you see a lot of people already kind of packing it with the season, saying like, "Oh man, we're 2-2, and it doesn't look great. Like fucking, we should have signed Darnold. We should have kept Daniel Jones. Yada yada yada." Like Lamar, the Ravens are 1-3. The Bengals are 1-3. The Chiefs are 2-2, and if they would have lost, they'd be 1-3. Like a lot of these teams that were looking to be Super Bowl contending teams going into the season are having worse years than us. And like, yeah, their quarterbacks are hurt, but we have a first year starter and Carson Wentz. But our team could be like we're 3 points away from being a 3-1 football team right now. So I think people need to kind of hold off on the panic button. I mean, obviously our O line being starting players I didn't know were on the team is not a good look. But that's the thing is like we're that injured. We have these players kind of not playing great. We're still finding ways to at least win half these games so far. And if we win tomorrow, we're above 500 going into the bye. So I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic that when this team is healthy, we can match up against almost
Yeah,
anybody in the league.
right. Also,
So
also not having Blake Cashman also hurts, but also, having Eric Wilson helps. But
yeah.
I just need to see more consistency out of the run defense.
Well, what did I see? I mean, we all have liked Dallas Turner. He had a pretty meh game against the Steelers. That was his first like really bad outing this season without Van Ginkel on the field. But I saw something like when Van Ginkel's on the field, the defense is number one in some metric, and when he's not on the field, we're like 24th. So Van Ginkel, I mean, we saw week 2, week 3 when he played 8 snaps and he had 2 sacks and 8 snaps. The dude's a fucking animal. But he had 10
Yeah.
plus sacks last year. So I mean, yeah, Eric Wilson's been good in Cashman's stead, but Ivan Pace has regressed. He's not having a great season, and Van Ginkel is clearly like an impact player that we're sorely missing on this defense.
Yeah.
So hopefully his neck injury is not a Daniel Hunter type tweak where he's out for fucking most of the season, if not all the season. But yeah, we really need him back. Or Dallas Turner just needs to keep playing at a higher level. Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers isn't even 4-0.
but even he'd be struggling with the O line that we got.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. How I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, if not that I want Wentz to be the starter, but if he had a full starting O line, like we would have won last week. But again, like the whole you win in the trenches, but you're not getting blocking and you're not. Rogers picked up a first down of like 10 yards on his fucking legs. Like Eric, that should not be happening with this defense where a 42-year-old is converting a running first down. Not the first 3 weeks with Addison out. I mean, it's Jefferson and Naylor.
Right.
I don't know. All these usual talking points again, like fucking Colin Coward saying like, "Oh, it was a mistake letting Sam Darnold go." Well, we weren't going to pay him $45 million because then we wouldn't have the roster we have right now. And we saw what he did in the playoffs. Yeah, he won 14 games in the regular season, and then we got crushed in the first round. Is that worth $45 million? No.
No.
I brought this
Yeah,
up
he only got crushed by 2 teams.
That's right. It's just I brought this up last week. Every year we make these playoff runs, or not even a playoff run. We make these good like regular season runs. We make the playoffs, and then we fucking get crushed in the first round. It's like, ah, fuck! I would rather have won 5 games and had a top 10 pick in the draft than won
Right.
10 or 12 games and looked cutesy and then got embarrassed. And so it's like, if we're gonna fucking struggle this year with McCarthy or Wentz and win 6 games, so be it. Give us a top pick. If we can organically win 10 games and then win a playoff game and show that there's a future, then also great. But oh god, just the last thing I want is to get in as a wild card team and then get embarrassed.
Get us a top 10 pick and get us a fucking center.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we got what, 10 picks as of right now in the draft?
Yep.
We did the math earlier. If we cut Kelly this offseason, it's zero dead cap it. We saved $12 million against the cap. So Kelly's gone for sure. He's probably going to retire, but if not, we're probably going to for sure cut him. Hargrave, I think if we move on from him because Redmond's been playing so well, that's another like 13 million that we save in cap. So considering that we're like 56 million under the cap, those 2 moves alone free up almost 30 million.
Free up 30 million, and then I say you bring in a linebacker.
Yeah.
What's up, Jeremy B?
Enjoy your 50-point win tomorrow, Jeremy. I'm expecting some big points out of Goff.
Yeah, but did the entire North have a center that had multiple concussions and get put on IR? No, just the Vikings did.
Yeah, let me know when you're starting your backup left guard at center. I agree, Jeremy. I agree. Stop freaking running Gibbs in the red zone, though. Give me some damn touchdowns. Goddamn vulture.
Also, I want to see more out of Byron Murphy.
Yeah. I said that last year, man. A lot of Vikings fans were high on him because he had his turnovers, but as a coverage corner, he's less than impressive. And it was the same thing with Gilmore that everybody wanted back. That was like Isaiah Rodgers has been great, but I wanted to do way more in free agency at corner. Like signing these defensive tackles was great and all, and we tried to fix the O line and put a lot of money there, and it's obviously not working. I wish we would have signed one more big name like DJ Reed. I just to think going into the season that Byron Murphy and Rodgers and Okuda as your top 3 corners were going to cut it was a mistake.
Do you think part of it letting Bynum go was a mistake?
No. The same thing with him. Like he gets turnovers, but he's not like a top tier coverage safety, and he was getting top end money. So I'm okay letting him go. It had to be one of the two, and I think it would have been the same either way, just different position. But I just we didn't sink any draft capital into corner. We barely put any into free agency with just bringing in Isaiah Rodgers. So I mean, the next draft, the first 2 rounds better be O-line and corner because we can't pay for one in free agency. I mean, Asante Samuel, he's a month away from coming back. Maybe they kick the tires on him finally. But well, I mean, in 4 games, if we're 0-4 for the next 4, we're obviously not going to make any fucking moves.
Yeah.
So,
and
at that point, you're looking.
And like going into the season, Vikings pretty much came out and said we're not making any moves in secondary. We're fine. We're content with what we got.
Right.
And I'm just like sitting here like pulling my hair out because all these possibilities I came up with, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Now, if we are like 0-4 or 1-3 before the trade deadline, do you see the Vikings because of the capital, the draft capital, not draft capital, the cap space, being sellers? Do you see us trading like a Van Ginkel or a Hawkinson, trying to get like a 2nd-round pick? Or I mean, for Van Ginkel, you could maybe even squeeze a 1st-round pick if you get a team that's really trying to compete this year. Because then they know, like, if they make it deep in the playoffs, it's going to be a late first rounder. Do you see them making a move, or do you think the Vikings are just ride or die with this roster, win or lose?
I I know it's going to piss off a lot of Viking fans, but I think the person that would get traded would be Hawkinson. I
Yeah,
mean, we're not getting enough out of him.
right.
I mean, for the time that he's been here, it hasn't gone well.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
granted, he did have the injury, which is not his fault. Injuries happen, but I mean,
So that was all fine last year. He had a full offseason this year, and he hasn't
right.
regressed. Like, so yeah, I that excuse is kind of run its course at this point. That's just another person too that's getting a lot of money. Like, I think in 2027, his cap hits I think close to 21 million. And if you move on from him, I think you save like 13 or 14 million in dead cap. So yeah, if you trade him, you're freeing up some cap
But
space next year. You're probably not
trade
getting a
him
first or
to
second rounder.
trade him to Kansas City. I mean, Kelsey's going to retire.
Yeah, honestly.
See what we can get out of him from Kansas City. Maybe
All
we can squeeze a deal where they give us Leo Chanel and we give them fucking Hawkinson. I'd take Leo Chanel in a heartbeat.
yeah.
He's a damn good inside linebacker. I mean, he can play outside too.
I think I'd rather just have the pick and then just because I
Or
think right
or
now,
or we can fleece him for him and a pick.
yeah. I mean, it depends on where KC is in 3 or 4 weeks. Like,
Right,
if they keep losing,
right.
they're not going to be buyers. So,
I
but yeah,
mean,
I mean, getting the third round
I'd,
pick
I'd
for
take I'd
Hawkinson.
take him or I'd take him or Bolton.
How about your finest Chris Jones
Hmm,
for
man.
1 year? Yeah,
Well, how long has Chris Jones got left in the tank, though?
yeah. No, we don't need a defensive tackle anyway.
I mean, I
So
mean, unless we shop Hawkinson and Hargrave.
yeah, I don't want to do that because Hargrave and Allen, like, their pressure numbers are just fucking crazy.
Right.
We need that duo this year. But yeah, I mean, Van
Or or
Ginkel.
or we do Hawkinson and Pace.
Yeah, imagine turning an undrafted linebacker to like even a fourth round draft pick in a trade would be pretty fucking sweet. So yeah, I mean, but here's another talker is we're sitting here talking about we have 10 draft picks and we're looking for more, but every Viking fan hates Quasi's drafts. But then they also bitch that we only build through free agency, so uh, we need him to hit on this next
Yeah, I
draft.
mean, you have a point, Jeremy B. Lions and the Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, please fucking don't.
Let's talk about the Packers. How the fuck are y'all going to have the #1 defense in points and #3 defense in yards and give up 40 to Dallas with no CD Lamb? Like, as bad as the Vikings want to talk about how our defense was against Aaron Rodgers, that was embarrassing. I don't know. Is Jordan Love?
I don't know if JJ McCarthy's the guy. Maybe it's O'Connell's whispering calling to ginger quarterbacks. Maybe he's the ginger whisperer. No, he's 15 and he's Kevin O'Connell is 15-3 with a ginger at helm. So, or what does that got to say about his taste in quarterback? Pretty
I just,
sure he can turn any ginger into the guy.
I still have zero doubt that McCarthy's the guy. I mean, granted, training camp is training camp, but we've seen this dude look cool, calm, and make really fucking nice throws. And enjoying practices versus the Patriots, he fucking tore him up the second day.
Right.
Like, it was 2 games without his primary receiver, who he practiced with the entire fucking offseason because Jefferson was out, and his O line was absolutely demolished. He was getting zero run help. Like, we haven't seen him with the team that Wentz had to play against. If McCarthy was in week 3 versus the Bengals, it's probably the same game where we're sitting here going like, man, McCarthy's had 2 or at least 1.5 good games out of 3. But we sucked versus Atlanta, and he sucked for a half versus Chicago, and he didn't get a healthy team versus Cincy like Wentz did. But my God, like, if he's healthy versus the Chargers, we have Donovan Jackson back, we have Van Ginkel back, we could actually get something out of our fucking run game. I expect McCarthy to have a good game, and we're sitting here talking about like, okay, he gets like, give him a fucking season, much less 2 games before we're talking about is he the guy? Oh, it should have been an intentional grounding. You still gave up 34.
Right.
Congratulations, hang a band.
I think when he comes back from his injury, he just needs to like dye like the tips of his hair, like his tips, ginger, brown hair with
Just some fucking freckles.
like
just
shitload of freckles.
Come out looking like Andy, bumping Hard Knock Life.
Or he can become a backup to the Vikings, be McCarthy's backup.
Well, no, he's not ginger.
No, but he can have a hobbit. A lot of the movies, Ginger has like a hobbit friend. He can be our Dobby the house elf, and fucking JJ McCarthy can with his ginger tips can be Ron Weasley.
These are little Ron Weasley. Did you watch that Giants game with Jackson Dart?
Dude. I mean, Dart looks good, but I think if anything, I think that's what could save the Bulls' job is Jackson Dart, unfortunately.
Well, Scattaboo, man, I fucking love that guy. Every interview I've seen talking about that guy, where his mom talking about how he used to put on pads and a helmet and run into light poles,
or run through like a wall, just like complete drywall. Like what the
fuck? Yeah, CTE's afraid of that dude. He's gonna have the best 2-year career in the NFL. Yeah, excuses.
Oh, maybe the Vikings can squeeze out a center from free agency, like or the tackle Willis, the guy from the Browns who's sitting out because he had that injury.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd bring him in, with O'Neal gone. I mean, he's young.
Yeah. That's another one, man. Like O'Neal's 30.
I mean, how well along from his injury is this Willis, that Jedrick Willis? I don't know how, because he was talked about he was going to sit out a year and then come back, but I have no idea. Far along?
No idea.
And then, but yeah, that's another thing too. Is it's like this whole off season. We're getting like the tape from training camp, practice, and everything. Like McCarthy's doing fucking magic with the offensive line. Like, man, it's gonna be a dominant offense. And then regular season comes around, the offensive line is like, yeah. So we decided that our health is just gonna fucking roller coaster down.
Well, mistake number 1 was giving Darisaw all of the first team reps if you knew he wasn't going to be starting the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because like we've talked about on the Valhalla, when Skol was in Tampa, like he was good. When he had to back up, he came in and was good. And when he left to come here, fans were like saying like, shit, we lost a really good quality backup. And every week we're sitting here giving him our zeros for the week because he's playing like shit. Now he's at right tackle because O'Neal's out. But then we look at the O linemen we gave up this offseason, like Bradbury, and they're graded out in the fucking 80s on their new team. So it's got to be the coaching. I can't think of what else it is that
I think
these
it's
O linemen.
the O-line coach.
It's got to be. Like Fry's is playing well,
right?
so that's nice. And you can't fault Kelly for getting concussed. That is what it is. But
Yeah.
I mean, my God.
The O-line coach. Time for you to pack your bags, dude.
It's just the polar opposite of last year. That last year we stayed so incredibly healthy, and we won 14 games. And now this year, week 2, we were down 11 starters and 2 backups. And now this week we have no McCarthy, no Van Ginkel. We only have 2 starting O linemen. Otherwise, we're on our 3rd string center. Well, not even a 3rd string center. He's a backup guard. I mean, School's a natural left tackle playing right tackle, so he's out of position. It's just fucking ugh. It's whatever.
Yeah, Dart and Scat are gonna make the Giants fun to watch. I agree with that.
Well, their D line too, man. Dexter Lawrence, Ricky, and Thibodeau, like they have a sneaky good team. If Dart can be,
yeah, they got Brian Burns, Abdul Carter.
Right.
I don't know about that.
The Packers have to finish with less than 9 wins for LaFleur to get fired.
Yeah,
And that's not happening. They're not winning under 9 games.
I mean, you can say that, but also, still a lot of football left. So,
Well, as I say, that's coming from a Packers fan. You guys also lost. We haven't even played the Browns yet, so there's a chance you lost to the Browns and then tied the Packers without CD on a Packers sorry.
Tied the Cowboys.
A Cowboys defense, by the way, that made Caleb Williams look like an all-pro. It made Russell Wilson look like prime Russell Wilson. So I think the Packers, given that Parsons is making $45 million a year annually, that was redundant, but you know what I'm saying. You guys are very much not the super tuning Super Bowl guarantee y'all look like the first 2 weeks. That's all I'm saying. Detroit looks like the better team than Green Bay.
All right, folks. Well, on that note, we're gonna call it. We'll be back here next Saturday.
Hopefully with better news.
Yeah, with better news, better results. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
I don't want to see this more of this damn Gophers game.
Oh, I don't either.
Skol.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.